Hi, and welcome to tonight's full moon meditation. I am going to be moderating tonight's session. We'll be introducing our monk in a few short moments. Before I start, just wanted to do our typical monthly quote of the day. So if someone can help me on the chat to pick a number, normally people beat me right to it. So thank you so much. Number 30 is what I see to start us off. And this is from Pipo. And these quotes are really inspiring and very helpful when it comes to your meditation practice. So let me see what we have for 30. And I always like when they're short and sweet, and looks like this one is it. So we are the light. And it says, when we become the light, the world will be brighter. We are lucky to have seen the light before many, so we must share it with them. Starting from the smallest world we know, our family, then expand it to our workplace and be bright and brighter wherever we go. That was a really good one. Thank you so much. All right, with that, for those of you on our virtual online, if you can put your city, state, country, we always like to see where those of you listening are from. It's so fascinating because sometimes we have people from India, sometimes we have people from the other side of the world, all parts of the United States. So it's always nice to find out where people are at. So if you can put your city, state, and country, we would appreciate that. All right, so with regards to tonight's schedule, we're going to have a short wisdom talk shortly by our teaching monk. We'll also have the candlelight ceremony after that, followed by a meditation session, and then spreading of loving kindness. And then at the very end, we have our Q&A, which is my favorite portion because we can really learn a lot from one another. All right, so with that, our teaching monk is going to be Monk Jackie tonight. A little bit about Monk Jackie. He ordained in 2014 after getting his BBA. He is very passionate about meditation and furthering his own development in addition to sharing it with the world. So without further ado, Monk Jackie.
Hi.
Maskalaki.
Good evening, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Very nice.
Sounding good, Monk Pete.
Thank you. And welcome everyone to our full moon meditation. And first of all, Happy New Year to all of us. Okay. Haven't seen you for a month because this is a monthly program. Of course, it's always a nice and great opportunity for me to come to get to meditate with you guys. It feels good for me, and I hope it feels good for you too. Rest aside all the things that we usually do throughout the day, just for this moment, and accumulate more peace into our mind, which is going to bring a lot of positivities into our life as well. And that's what I like to talk a little bit about today in our meditation talk as well before we go into our meditation. If you like this program, if you like to meditate, if you like peace, if you like this world to be a better place, a place of peace, of people with happy minds, a place where there's less fight or eventually having no fights at all because people understand and have peace inside of their mind. Accumulate peace inside of our mind first, right? That's most and foremost, that's foremost and most important for ourselves first. And once we have that peace for ourselves, it is also very important to share that peace with the ones we love, right? So that they could have that peace in their mind as well. And the more we share, the more this world becomes brighter from the brightest mind inside, right? So that's that. So if you like it, invite your friends, your family, and a lot of people who you care about, and let them invite their friends and family and come together and build a very good and beautiful community together, right? Little by little. But as for today's meditation talk, regarding this meditation talk, if you have any questions or regarding meditation practices itself, if you have any questions or any meditation experiences you would like to share, please feel free to. For those of us in the centers, feel free to send your questions through the coordinator in the center so that maybe at the end of the session, we could share those questions and do some Q&As, right? And for those of us who are in Zoom, not in the center, you could also type it down in the chat box. Some of your meditation experiences. You thank those at the centers. Okay. All right. Yeah, you can share your meditation experiences and your questions in the chat box as well. Right. Thank you everyone for coming, right? In the center and in Zoom. It is beautiful, beautiful to see you all here. Let's start our new year off with these fireworks. These beautiful things we see to celebrate our new year. In Japan, it has some really beautiful meanings behind it. In Thailand, we also basically probably everywhere around the world, right? Fireworks are a symbol of celebration, a symbol of something joyful that we all come across. In this case, it's New Year, and we come across it once a year. It is a very nice thing to have our whole year be filled with positivities, right? So in our tradition, what we usually do is start our new year by doing something good for ourselves. In this case, we could do the practice of generosity. We could do some recollection of all our moral disciplines, something good we've done for others, something helpful we've done for others or ourselves as well. Don't forget ourselves, right? We are also important. You all are also very important. Sometimes we just think for others and just want to make other people happy, regardless of what we think of ourselves, right? But having ourselves be happy, be comfortable with what we're doing is also as important. Okay, so think of the good things that we've done. Keep our mind happy and pure. And then when we have those things, the more we learn how to love ourselves, the more we'll be able to love other people well as well also. Okay, so you all are very important. So keep yourselves happy as well. And also through our practices of meditation, these things that we could do in the beginning of the year to start off our year in a good way will lead to every other step being good and being prosperous as well. Okay, so that's why I think that coming here together in our full meditation would take this first step of beginning of the year with something good and something prosperous is a very beautiful thing that we are all doing together here and would bring the rest of the year all positivities into our lives, right? So happy new year, everyone. Keep your mind happy and comfortable, okay? And that's going to bring the rest of the year all the good things to your life as well. Now, I was thinking about this for the new year. When we were little, I don't know if you guys think the same thing, but usually a lot of people I talk to, they feel the same way. Oh, hi, Tanitra from Florida, right? And from Texas as well, from California. A lot of people from different states coming together to meditate tonight. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Happy New Year, Brian. I don't know if you've come across these thoughts when you were little, that you want to grow up. You want to go hang out with your friends. You want to have more freedom. You want to be grown-ups. You want to grow up quickly, right? But as time passes by, as you become grown up, you become older and older every year, you tend to want to stay young. You don't want to go older and older. Well, it is a little bit difficult to control in a sense, right? These changes, not just our age, not just the people we encounter, but everything all around us. The weather, the sicknesses sometimes we encounter, all the variations that comes into our life. Sometimes it is very, very difficult to control. But in all of these situations that happens, that brings either good or less good feelings, emotions into our life, into our mind. What we can control, what we can maintain, there's actually something that we can maintain, right? And we all know that already, pretty much. And that is our mind. The state of our mind, whether or not we are happy, whether or not we are not happy, whether or not we're angry, frustrated, all these things. amidst what's happening on the outside, we can learn to control and give our mind peace and happiness at all times, right? We could also control our mood, our emotions, as mentioned earlier, right? And being able to do all this, simply practice meditation. That's the means for us to be able to take more care of our mind, take more care of ourselves, bringing ourselves peace, prosperity in all situations of life. That's also one thing very important, because we will come across a lot of different situations in our life. Some very good, and that's very good. Some maybe a little more challenging. Though if we are able to keep our mind in a good state at all times, no amount of obstacles will be able to stop us from reaching our goal, because we have a positive mindset, right? We could, by having that positivity in our mind, we could also help share that positivity with other people and have them have peace, have encouragement in their life to pursue whatever they need to accomplish their goals, right? So this meditation will bring peace, will bring peace into our mind, for sure. Bring peace, give our life, give our mind more compassion towards other people, towards ourselves first, towards other people. Our mind will be of higher quality if we meditate more, if we learn more to control our mind, of not to be swayed by negative emotions, and keep it with positivities in our life, in our mind at all times, right? We'll also bring purity and positivity into our mind, giving it true happiness, true peace, what everyone in this world seeks, right? I discussed something with my friend the other day about we as people seeking what makes us happy, right? When we receive something that we like, of course, we'll be happy, right? Do you feel? Do you feel happy when you get something that you like, that you enjoy? Yeah, of course, right? If you get a new car, or a new phone, some phone that you like, or some new makeup set for the ladies who enjoy looking beautiful, or some new game consoles, right? For those of us who enjoy playing games. Well, when we receive these things, we do feel happy. But as time goes by, let's say a week goes by, would we still feel happy about what we receive? Maybe so, but not as excited as when we first received it, right? What if a year goes by? Would we still feel the same about the thing that we had a year before? Probably a lot less excited. Or even 10 years pass by, it would start to get old, and our feeling towards it would also change. And from that state of excitement, it would go down. And maybe we would, on the way to the 10th year, we would start seeking new stuff, finding new things to keep our mind in that state that we like, in that happiness state. Well, what if the person was able to get everything in this world, receive everything, receive the control of the entire world, of every country in this world, receive all the treasures of this world, right? Receive all the fame in this world, everything. Would that person be satisfied? Well, then usually maybe that person will be satisfied. Then the question comes of what's next then? What does that person do next? What is there left to do in life? You could live and enjoy, and probably it would be a difficult question to answer. Ask yourself that also. What's next if you receive everything else in this world already? Start giving, start doing good for the rest of the life. That's a good thing to do as well. But what people in the past, right? What they do is they seek true happiness inside of their mind. this true peace that we are already seeking, that we are already practicing to receive, right? This would be the next step, the ultimate goal of every life, every human lives. But we do not have to go through those processes to get everything that we need in this world, right? We have what we have, and then we could just go right straight to the method, the practice of meditation to receive the ultimate happiness, what everyone in this world eventually have to go find, have to go seek and take it for themselves, right? And that's the fulfillment of, well, it's the fulfillment. So at that state of mind, if we are happy and if we are free from desires, we would be truly happy. We would not seek any other things to make our mind happy because, well, that's what true peace and true happiness actually is. And that's what you guys are doing today. And in order to come to this state of mind, to find this true peace, just to say also that by comparing this to all the treasures in the world, right, we do need them to survive, right, for all the things that we work hard for. But ultimately, coming towards this true happiness is the main goal. And by receiving this, it also outweighs the happiness of every other thing that a person would seek to find in their entire life, actually. Right? And in order to go find this true peace, to find this true happiness, again, this ultimate word from our master says it all. It is the summary of all the practices of meditation, any method in this world at all. Anyone you've come across, for example, breathing meditation, vipassana meditation, body analysis, visualization, mantra, anything, any meditation methods in this world. It all leads to this one single word: stillness. Stillness. Stillness is the key to success. This word stillness means the stillness of our mind. If we could still our mind, free our mind from attachments, free our mind from all sorts of things, right? And giving it freedom, it will come to a standstill and it will take you to that place, that point of true happiness inside of all of us. And that's what I'd like to share with you all, that what you're actually doing tonight is very, very valuable. Very valuable. And if you can get it for yourself, if you could go further, take good care of this state of mind, this peace that you have inside, it's going to give you even more values to what it already has. It's going to be bigger and better. It's hard to put into words of what these feelings come across. It's just the same word, peace, happiness, but there's more to it. There's an infinite amount of it. There's an infinite intensity of it. And that, until we reach the ultimate level of it, right? The more we go deeper into meditation, the more we'll find this out for ourselves. And we'll also find the answer to why meditation or true peace, true happiness is one of the best feelings in this world. Actually, the best happiness. That's why it's called true happiness, the true happiness that we all seek. That's for you to answer for yourself. But in order to do that, we have to learn how to still our mind. To still our mind, wherever it is most comfortable for us, keep our mind right there. Okay? It will make it easier. Different methods does bring similar results for sure at the very end. But start with what is easiest for you. Okay? Where it is most comfortable, most relaxing to begin your meditation. Some of us may like to use visualization anywhere in front of you, at your center, or even around you, or around this whole world, and you're just at the center of your visualization. Then do that. Some of us may like to use a mantra, a recitation of a word or a phrase. Then do that. But make sure you feel good, you feel relaxed doing it. That's the key, that's the heart. Feel good, feel comfortable practicing, and maintain that feeling. There's no equations or anything, so we have to rely on our feeling. It's hard to see as well in our meditation, because when we close our eyes, usually we can't see anything, right? That's why also we have to rely on our feelings, our happiness, our contentment, our relaxation, that feeling, that good feeling that you yourself like. when you close your eyes and when you relax, that's going to be your guide to take you further down the correct path inside. Okay? And if you can receive that, you'll be like a beautiful flower. Though one flower is beautiful by itself. Let's say that we all coming here together would be like a field of that flower, the same flower. It would be mesmerizing, right? From just being beautiful, being elegant all by itself, looking good, being something beautiful to this world. Let's say all of us come together with peace inside their mind. This world would be a wonderful, wonderful, very mesmerizing place. Another example is to light a candle. A single candle has brightness by itself, but if we light all these candles together and put them all together, it could light up the whole room. Or if this whole world, everyone in this world has peace inside their mind, it could brighten up the whole wide world. Right? Having this whole world be a beautiful, beautiful place full of people with peace and true happiness inside their mind. And it's going to create something even more wonderful. The way we interact, everything in this world is going to be beautiful, very nice. And that's when our master's quote comes in, that when we are bright, the world will be bright too. And that's a true word of wisdom from a master. And you are all here as part of your own peace, of course, your own true happiness. And that when you light yourself and you come together like this, the brightness is going to become even greater. And that's going to bring true peace to this world eventually, right? The more we care about ourselves, the more we care about the people around us in the right way. And that's going to make something very beautiful as an outcome. Okay. So that is that for our meditation talk today. There are many things in the meditation talk about moods and emotion, about how to control it, about New Year's going by and starting the new year off with something amazing. All these details, but I'd like for you to take grasp of what is the heart of these meditation talk, which is how to meditate, how to maintain that relaxation, the stillness of the mind. Keep the mind calm and relaxed at all times. And then when that stillness happens, you're going to receive something that's more valuable than anything in this world. Right? That's what I'd like for you all to get tonight. But before we get into our meditation, we have our candles by us, right? Let's pick our candles up just for a moment. And before we light this candle together, let's know that this is not like any other candles that we've lit before. This candle would symbolize us all being the brightness to this world, the brightness of peace, the brightness of love, of compassion, and of true happiness to this whole world. So when you light this candle, be proud of yourself, be happy with yourself, and keep your mind at ease and with peace. And when you are ready, let's put our mind towards that candle and light that candle all together. What a wonderful picture. I don't know if you guys see yourself in the camera or not, but I'm seeing everybody lighting their candles from Silicon Valley, Azusa. Let's see where else. I think the camera just turned off, but all the centers in America, pretty much that. From Georgia also, right? New Jersey. Beautiful picture. And I do gather all these pictures together. If you want to see, you could go back and see it in YouTube as well. These pictures of you guys lighting candles come together to share to someone very special also, the ones who is giving this opportunity for us all to meditate together, actually, who teaches this meditation for a very long time already. Just this amount of people, this is a lot of people already, right? Coming together to find peace inside of their mind. But let's imagine 10 times more people, 1,000 times more people. It would be something amazing, not just to see, but that impacts this whole world as well. Right? So before we go to there, before we go there, let's get ourselves comfortable and get ready for our meditation together. Okay. Make sure you adjust yourself well in your seat. If you're sitting on a chair, make sure your blood circulation, your airflow, your breathing is comfortable. You're sitting on the floor, try that as well. And when you feel you are ready, let's begin our meditation by softly and gently closing our eyes. Our eyes doesn't need to be closed all the way, just enough so that you feel good, relaxed, and comfortable. Relax our face. Relax our neck, our shoulders, arms, hands, fingers. And take our time Be as comfortable as we can. There's no need to rush at all. Relax our torso, our abdomen, legs, all the way down to the tips of our toes. Be calm, be relaxed, be comfortable. This very first step in meditation of relaxing our body is one of the most important steps also. So take your time. Don't rush. And make sure you feel good, feel relaxed, and as comfortable as you like. Once we feel that we're content with the way our body rests, then let's move on to letting go of everything in this whole world. Let go of all thoughts, all worries. Let go of all of the things that are on our mind. The things that we have to do, our responsibilities, our tasks. Let go of them all for now. Just so that we all could truly enjoy our time accumulating peace, accumulating these valuable feelings all together. Relax and release. And be calm and be comfortable. And just that. From this point on, if you can get yourself to feeling calm, relaxed, and comfortable, there's no real need to do anything else anymore. But just to take care of this very beautiful feeling, this relaxation. Be with the peace. Be with that comfortable feeling. And let it softly and gently grow by itself. Let our mind softly and gently take in and accumulate this wonderful feeling all by itself, without us trying hard to control, without us trying to keep the mind at that place to be still. But just keep our mind relaxed, calm, and comfortable. And let the mind become still all by itself by just feeling good. Keep our mind feeling this way. And all the wonderful things will come to you automatically, all by itself. Now, at any moment where you feel that you want to use an object of visualization to help you maintain the calmness or the relaxation inside your mind, then while being relaxed, being calm, being comfortable like this, you could try visualizing the full moon tonight. The bright, clear, and cool full moon in the night sky that shines brilliantly. Let that moon rest where you feel most comfortable. It could be in front of you. It could be around yourself, or even at the center of your body. Think of that full moon calmly and gently, and let it rest, and let it go. Let that full moon stay there without us having to worry about it at all. If we do it correctly, we'll be able to feel the sense of release, of peace, and of relaxation. A sense of freedom from all worries. A good feeling, a feeling of comfort and relaxation. If you're feeling this way, you're on the right track. Keep on going, keep on relaxing. Being calm, being still, with that coolness, with that brightness of the beautiful moon. And whenever you feel you need to readjust just a little bit, just to feel more relaxed, more comfortable, then feel free to do just so. Don't worry about doing it right or not. Do it as comfortable as you feel like doing. Practice according to what you feel relaxed and comfortable doing. And that is the right method. There's no right, there's no wrong here. Just that if you feel good or you feel less comfortable. If you feel good and relaxed, that is wonderful. Keep on relaxing, keep on going. If you don't feel as comfortable as you would like, then do some adjustments just to get yourself where you feel nice and when you're content with your feelings. Meditation is all about learning about ourselves. The first thing we have to learn about ourselves is whether or not we feel good sitting like this, whether we're feeling that joy, that calmness, that peace, or whether or not we have to do some adjustments to feel such wonderful feeling. Learning to keep our mind and our body relaxed and adjusting it. The very first step in meditation will lead you so long later on into the practice, so far. It will cleanse your mind further, gives your mind positivity and purity, peace, tranquility, serenity. Give your mind all the wonderful things that it needs. It's like the richest nutrient in this world to help a beautiful tree, the most beautiful tree in this world, grow. Learning to give our mind peace, relax, and comfort, the feeling that we like, would help our mind, our very beautiful mind, for each one of us, grow in the most proficient, most wholesome way. The more our mind grows, the purer it gets, the more happiness it receives, the more positivity it'll be able to draw into our lives. We'll be bright on the inside, and that brightness will be shown through our complexion, our expressions, our smiles, and it will bring joy to all our friends, our family around us as well. All this just by being calm, being relaxed, being still, being comfortable, having no worries in this world at all. Give your mind its most wonderful treasure. The wealth of the mind is this purity, this freedom from worries. The quality of our mind will continue to increase the more we're able to keep it calm, keep it still, keep it relaxed like this. Keep our mind with that beautiful moon inside. Or if you'd like to visualize a crystal sphere, or even a diamond, a shining star, then feel free to do that as well. Whichever technique feels good, feels calm and comfortable for you, feel free to let your mind practice that way. Accumulate this wonderful feeling. Softly and gently, calmly and relaxingly. And we'll be giving ourselves a very wonderful year and a wonderful life to come. So let's enjoy accumulating peace and purity into our mind. And let's meditate together in silence for this time being. as we are relaxing, being calm and comfortable with our beautiful moon inside of our mind. Our mind would have now accumulated a good amount of purity inside. Gain comfort, gain peace, gain all the positivities it could get for this time that we have together. Now let's take a moment to bring all these positivity and coalesce them together into a beautiful, clean, and clear crystal sphere. Let all of our positivity, positive energy come together into a bright, clean, and clear crystal sphere. And let's softly and gently expand that beautiful crystal sphere outwards. Let it expand in all directions, from the center of our mind out, reaching everyone in the meditation room, outwards reaching everyone in our community, our city, our country, reaching this whole world, out into space and out infinitely. And let's wish for all beings to live life happily, free from all negativities, free from war, from diseases, from all impurities. May everyone be able to find true peace, true happiness inside their mind. Have love, have compassion, have respect, have care for one another. Be able to have true peace, true happiness inside of their mind at all times. May all of us, everyone in this world, reach the utmost of happiness as soon as possible. And let's take a moment to share our loving kindness with all beings together. Now that we have shared our peace, our positivity with everyone in this world already, let's softly and gently bring our mind back to the center of ourselves. Coalesce that crystal sphere back into where it feels most comfortable. And let's take a moment to wish for ourselves, with all the positivities we've accumulated, of may we all always be happy, always be healthy, wealthy, wise, successful, and fulfilled in all our wholesome wishes. May we all be free from harms, from dangers, from sufferings, diseases, sicknesses, from all negativities and impurities. May we all be blessed with love, with protection, and be welcomed wherever we go. May we all be the brightness of peace, of happiness to everyone in this whole wide world. May we all be able to still our mind, find true peace, true happiness quickly and easily at all times, and reach the utmost of happiness as soon as possible. Let's take a moment to wish for ourselves for what we need. Now that we are coming towards the end of our meditation, while being relaxed, calm, and comfortable like this, let's make sure that we're able to keep this feeling with us at all times, even when we end our session, and to know that it is very important. Amidst all the changes, being able to keep our mind calm and comfortable will help us with all the things that we need to come across in life and to reach our goals easily. Now that we are at the end of our meditation, by keeping our mind calm and comfortable like this, let's end our session softly and gently. Open our eyes. Sapphe buddha palapata vajekanan jayang palang arahantanan jateshena rakhang pantami sapaso sapaputthanupavena sapathammanupavena sapasankhanupavena sathasoti bhavantu te. Sadhu. And rejoice in all of our merits. Just a second. Keep yourselves calm and comfortable, just the way you feel like now. I'm just looking at all of us here from the different centers, see where you are from, and just seeing what you look like. Pretty much that. It's hard to go and see you in person, which would be very nice too, right? Just to get to meditate and talk about meditation, find peace together in person. But this is the best that we could do at this time. Hopefully you are able to find that peace, that happiness inside of your mind, right? And are still being able to maintain peace. Who here is feeling good, feeling relaxed from meditation? I see from New Jersey. I see a lot of hands from Georgia as well. Very nice. What about Seattle? I see 2 hands. A lot of hands actually. Very nice. Oh, hi. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, right? And from Silicon Valley, I see some of us sitting there. How are you? Can you feel good? Can you feel relaxed from meditation at all? Yeah, I see some noddings also. Very nice. Let me see if there's any other centers here. I see some hands from the Zoom meeting room as well. Wow. Okay, from Gwen. Very nice. Well, let's see. There's from California, from Silicon Valley as well, huh? Beautiful. This is a very beautiful picture, because we're all over the world. We're all across the world coming together into this one room, different room, but in one Zoom meeting room. And then we're all just feeling the same feeling, of peace, this wonderful feeling inside all together as well, all across the world. This is in America, and usually around 600 to 700 people joining. But imagine this goes out to tens and thousands of people later on, right? From the people we either invite or from their interest to come and meditate together. That would be even more amazing than what it is actually here already. I really do appreciate you guys coming together to meditate with all of us today. A beautiful, beautiful group of people. Hope you guys have peace. And that peace is very, very valuable. The more you take care of it, the more you're going to be able to understand it for yourself even deeper while you go further in your meditation as well. If you receive a second of peace tonight, your meditation is already successful, right? Keep on going. Receive more and more seconds, more and more minutes of peace, and that's going to improve your meditation a lot further. I'd like to thank you all for coming tonight, and let me pass the mic back to our wonderful moderator, Kunbi.
Thank you, Monk Jackie, for a beautiful meditation session tonight and for starting us off with some awesome wisdom that definitely helped me calm my mind. So a couple of announcements before our Q&A. So for those of you online, please do give us some feedback. You'll see the QR code, or we'll also have a link on the chat box. And this really helps us improve. So even if you filled it out before in the past, your experience might change every month. We've got a different experience when we come to sit to meditate. So it's very informative for our teachers to know how you're doing and your experience and how we can continue to improve. So please do fill out the feedback form. Also, when you log off, it'll also pop up as well. Our next full moon meditation session is going to be a month from today. So next month, it'll be on the 25th on Sunday as well. So please do share it with family and friends. I mean, there is no reason at all why people cannot meditate with us. We're doing this online now. So wherever you are at the convenience of your home, you can meditate and be that added bright light. When you share it, we've got even more light. And when you close your eyes, we are all as one. So it's very powerful. We get to meditate together. I definitely feel the connection. So please do share it, and that way we continue to have that brightness grow. Another thing too, MindGem, if you don't already have our app, please do download it. We have our teachers uploading new content every week. So there's always going to be new audio available for guided meditation sessions so that you can use it as a tool outside of the center, or just meditating at the convenience of your home. On top of that, if you have the app, you also get notifications on our upcoming full moon meditation sessions as well. In addition to our app, we also have the website, which you can find the app on there as well, and you can download it. But more than anything, you've got our local centers, so that if you're near one, definitely you've got an opportunity to visit and join the sessions on site, where you can continue to enhance your meditation practice with the community and attend the various classes that we have at our local centers. With addition to that, we also have other online resources as well that you can meditate online. In addition, we've got Mind Stories, we've got Late Night with Monk Clint, and he does it on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. On top of that, Peacetime. So we've got so many different tools for all of us to be committed to our practice and to meditate every day as much as you can consistently, because that's how you continue to improve on your inner journey. So with that, let's call Monk Jackie back onto the session, because now we've got my favorite part, which is Q&A. Oh yes, and our next full meditation next month is on the 25th as well. All right, Monk Jackie. So, oh look, Willa's got, wait, she has another question. Does she have a question? Oh yeah, she does have a question. She joins us every month. Willa, she's 9 years old, and she's the first person to give us a question, Venerable. So her question is, my question is, when I see the Buddha, how should I react when I see him, and how can I keep my excitement down? So that is her question.
Well, very nice meditation experience. But I don't know if there's any ways I could here, some of us from Georgia, from
Hmm.
Seattle, or from other
Yeah,
centers as well. So maybe you could actually interact
that would
while
be
coming to these
awesome. I think we might be able
Zoom
to do
sessions.
that at the Georgia Meditation Center, because we do have a microphone, and I don't know if it's something that we can do, but they'll let me know. I'm here right now, and the other centers
Well,
definitely. If there's an opportunity to give the mic to someone who has a question, that would be a great way to interact with those at the centers.
yeah, so maybe if you sitting and watching this, you could also raise your hand, and if you have any questions, then you could just ask or interact with straight away, so you know that we're together. This is not uh, a video or a session where you
It's
could.
not a one-way session, it's a two-way.
Yeah. All right. For the questions, how do you keep your mind uh, from being too excited about the meditation experiences, right? Just to be in general. First, let me explain a little bit for maybe some of us who are new to meditation of what meditation experiences are. Meditation experiences are, it starts from having good and relaxing feelings that if you said that you've raised your hand, so I know that you had some meditation experiences yourself already in this meditation sessions that we had together. That feeling, that relaxation, that feeling of peace, lightness, not feeling any burden, any heaviness in our mind, that is a meditation experiences already, right? It's one of the beginning phrase of when we're going to go further and deeper into meditation. There's going to be a few more to come later on as you are able to keep your mind at that state of being relaxed, being calm, being comfortable. The mind will become more and more still, clearer as it becomes more still, and then we'll be able to sense more of that clarity or experience those meditation experiences as we go to. But I can't say what they would be yet. That's for you to discover for yourself. That's something fun to do in meditation, so that there would be no anticipation, which will not really be ideal for meditation. Okay, so just to keep it at that, if you had relaxation and wonderful feelings in your meditation that you like already, that's a good meditation experience. But for this, the question comes as another type of meditation experiences, something that may be um, a little more tangible in a sense, right? Any meditation experiences, anything at all, if you come across it, be neutral, meaning that how do we stop ourselves from being excited, right? It is hard to become excited. First of all, be as neutral as we can be. For example, if we're sitting here, like in Seattle or in Georgia, right? If someone made a really loud sound behind you, or maybe if someone opened a door back in Seattle, right? Maybe some of us would turn around and look. Okay. That's the same thing as what would happen in meditation. If something appears in our meditation, if we have good meditation experiences, we would pay attention to that experience. What we ideally need to do is to be neutral with it. If someone opens the door, if someone makes a loud sound, don't pay too much attention to it. Just keep the mind being relaxed, being comfortable, and being still. And that will be able to keep yourself going further and further and deeper in meditation. Ideally, right? To do that. Simple enough. But in the real practice, sometimes it is a little bit difficult to maintain neutrality, to be to not really worry too much about what's going to happen, right? In this case, a very easy fix is to just go to that meditation experiences more and more times, right? If you feel light, if you feel good and you start to become excited, don't worry about it. If you come out of that meditation experiences, um, do the same method, go back to the same meditation experience. And the more times you get to it, the more the mind will be neutral with it automatically. And in this sense, maybe seeing an image, if you can get yourself to relax the same way, use the similar method and go to seeing that image again more and more times, the mind will become more neutral with that image automatically and will be able to lead you further and deeper inside as well. Okay. So very, very good question. Thank you for asking.
Okay, well, Pete. So at this time, if anyone has a question, if you're online, you can raise your hand and we'll turn on your audio. Or if you're at the center and you're able to use the mic there, we'd love to hear from the people at the center. I think in terms of Georgia, Lumpy, the Zoom system, we've got to uh, figure out how to turn it on. So we do have questions coming down right now for me to read. So I don't see anybody online at the moment who's got a question. So we'll come back to that. So this is from Georgia. Okay, let me see if I can figure out the handwriting. If someone is sick, how do you recommend him to do meditation? Sickness can be like physical sickness, or if the person is in pain.
Mm.
Yes.
I would have to say that it would be a little more difficult to meditate with a body that's not 100%. In this case, maybe being sick and so, right, in body pain and stuff. But it is not impossible. You can still do it, but you have to learn how to be content with what you have, right? Meditate the same way that you would when your body is healthy and in 100% condition. But whatever amount of happiness or relaxation that your body is able to receive, be content with that. And when you're content with that, your mind will also come to a standstill and you'll be able to get the meditation experiences as well. Okay. That's the answer to that. Be content with what we can do. The amount of comfort we could get our body to be, and maintain that contentment further and further, and you'll receive the meditation experiences. Also, don't force yourself to meditate as much as you would be able to when you are in 100% condition. Your body is in good health, right? Sometimes we could only go a certain length, a certain distance in our meditation when we aren't as in the right condition as we would normally be, right? The body, the health in that case. Do what you can. Do what you can. Don't go so hard on yourself. Don't put yourself down for if you can't reach the same level of meditation experiences or anything. Be content with what you can do. Do what you can. Get yourselves healthy first. Maybe if you need to go see a doctor to have him help you heal yourself up or something like that, then that could be also a good choice to do so. Let the doctor take care of that. Let yourself get some rest, right? Drink enough water, do some exercises if you can, do some walking, right? When we are sick, we could do some of those things to help our mind feel a little fresher. And when after you're finished from the sickness, from the illnesses, then you could come back and go fully immerse in your meditation and continue to improve your meditation further from there.
Thank you, Lumpy. So here's a question that came to my attention. It says, I've also experienced a bright light once while meditating, and I was listening to music while meditating at that time. I seem to have more powerful meditation sessions when listening to music. I've also experienced a sense of floating, feeling as light as a feather, and able to sense of an invisible force pushing me a bit. Why was that? That's the question.
Well, because the mind is more relaxed and more comfortable when you are listening to music compared to when you're not listening to music. Maybe you were trying a little bit too hard, not too hard, but let's say trying a little bit harder than you would when you were listening to music, right? So see the differences between when you practice with music and without music. If you see that difference already, if you want to meditate without music, right, then let your mind be in a similar state to when you're listening to music. Being in a more relaxed state and keeping that relaxation the same way as you would when you're listening to music. And that's going to bring you to a similar experience and improve your meditation further as well.
Thank you, Venerable. I actually can relate to that. Sometimes in the past, I actually used to prefer guiding when I was meditating, but then now as I meditate more and more, there are times when I kind of just want the silence. And even if I'm listening to the guiding, I kind of tune it out, but I still like it because when I need it, it's there. So I do understand and can relate to that as well, but not so much music. Pete, like for me, I don't like listening to music anymore.
Yeah, eventually we would come to a point when we need less music, less sound
Mm-hmm.
to help us with meditation and to go deeper, to be more quiet, more at peace, right? But at this point, if you feel like it helps you feel more relaxed, then it could use benefit as a tool to help you get to that state of mind, that peace, that relaxation. But at a time comes when you feel you don't need that tool anymore, and to just be able to sit and relax to go in deeper, and that would be uh, quite ideal, I would say, because then you would be able to rely on yourself at all times, no matter where you go, no matter what time it is, whenever it is, when you don't have the music or when you have the music, you could always connect to that peace inside whenever you would like.
So it's actually better essentially to wean off of it depending on the music, so you can actually just not be reliant on anything other than yourself to eventually get to that peace. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, excellent. All right, so do we have any questions either online or at the local centers? Again, you can raise your hand and we'll put you on spotlight, or ideally you can use the mic at the center because I think we turned it on now, so it should work. All right. So, Venerable, while we are waiting, I did want to let you know that I really enjoyed the beginning of the session when you're talking about imagining if you had everything in the world, like what next? That's actually really powerful. Like, I never really, it makes so much sense and it's so simple, but you don't really sit to think about that. But when you actually um, put that question out there and I thought about it, I was like, yeah, what would I do? And I feel like it just makes sense that if you have everything, you would want to find that like stillness and inner peace and happiness inside, or just do something really good for the world and give it all away, like what a lot of people who get to that point do. So I thought that was a really good point to make. So thank you for sharing that. Oh, okay. So it looks like we do have a question. If we can unmute Michael, please.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Monk Jackie. Thank you for doing this. I really love these meditations. I really do, and the in-person ones as well. My question is, I've often thought for my life that I want to live more in moderation because I find that I don't want to find myself wanting more and more and more, and then to the point where I get obsessed or it's an excess. But I want to find myself appreciating the portion and the amount that I do have and valuing it, as opposed to thinking I just need more and more endlessly. That's where I'm at, and I'm trying to work on that in my life. And actually, Monk Jackie, I thought when you were talking about, I thought I saw a little bit of, when I was listening to you, it reminded me a little bit of moderation as well. When you were talking about, not giving too much attention or too much to a door opening or to a distraction, to still stay still and content and not to, just be distracted. It reminded me of that. So I was wondering if you could talk about, something that would be useful for me and for others, the concept of moderation and, not needing excesses and more endlessly of things. Thank you.
Well, moderation is something very beautiful to practice, right? Let's say that we have 10 cars or 10 houses. That would be very nice as well, right? But we're gonna only be able to sleep in one house at a time or drive a car at a time, right? So when we have excessive things, it could be beneficial for our mind. It could feel good. There's nothing wrong with it. But we're gonna be able to only do one thing or use one single thing at a time. The rest, if we want to share it with the people in need, then that would be something very nice to do so as well. But in terms of what we do with what we have, I would like to leave that up to each one of us to decide. Okay. Some of the things that are good to do with the excessive things that we have is to practice generosity with that also. That would also bring positivities into our mind, or some of the useful things we could have in the things that maybe we feel that we could share. Okay. As comfortable as we're doing so. Moderation when it comes to meditation is also a very important concept, because as in moderation, we learn to not desire, to not want, to not go further than what we don't feel comfortable going, right? This comes to the example of someone just asked about, what was the question? That when we are sick, okay, then what do we do in our meditation? Well, in this case, we know that the physical body, the state of the physical body that we are in is different from when we are healthy and not sick. Okay. So in this case, if we learn about moderation, if we do not compare ourselves to when we are in good shape, in good condition, then we'll be able to be content with what we have, and then be able to free our mind from desires, from effort, from excess effort to go further in meditation, thus bringing our mind to a standstill and go further and deeper into meditation. All these moderations, these state of mind of being content with what we have, being happy of what we actually need, and feeling good with all these things, right? All comes from a lot of practice of meditation as well. The more we practice, the less significant these things will be to our mind. Let's say fame, pretty much that. Other, it's hard to put into words, but let's say, if I say things that would stimulate sensual desires, these things would be less significant to the mind if the mind is able to find peace and happiness inside and be fulfilled, right? That's also a sense of moderation that we could practice with our practices of meditation, and build up further as we go on in our meditation as well. So very nice. Thank you for asking, and thank you for sharing, Michael.
So, Venerable, looks like we have one last question before we wrap it up tonight. It's from Purna, and the question is, when I meditate, what comes to me to guide the meditation or style of it changes daily? One day it can be the mantra or affirmation that comes to me that I repeat in my mind, and other times I visualize a light spreading through my body. Other days it's a combination of both, or sometimes silence with some music. Is this normal? Does this negatively impact meditation or one's progression with deepening a meditation practice in the long term?
You mean when you meditate, sometimes these things come up in the mind?
I think like using tools like, a little bit of music here and there. That's what I'm gathering from the question. Is, it says that, like it says, one day it can be a mantra or affirmation that comes to me that I repeat in my mind. Other times I visualize a light spreading through my body. Other days it's a combination of both, or sometimes silence with some music. Is this normal? Does this
Yeah.
negatively impact meditation or one's progression with deepening a meditation practice in the long term?
No, it does not impact negatively, and it is normal, and it is good if you know what is right for your mind at that moment to take it to that point of peace in your meditation. Different days is going to be different. Even in the same day, in different sessions, different timeline, at different period, it's going to be different depending on what your mind likes. For example, in the morning, you might like some hot coffee. In the afternoon after lunch, you might like a iced coffee, or some people would like tea instead, right? So depending on what your mind is comfortable doing at that specific period of time, even in one session, in this 1 hour that we're meditating together, different periods of time in that 1 hour could be different in terms of the method we choose to use or to keep our mind calm and comfortable as well. So it's almost like the technique we use is formless. There's no specific thing that we have to do or we must do to get to the point of peace, depending on what we feel good and comfortable doing. That's what meditation helps us learn about ourselves as well, of what our mind likes doing, what our body feels good, comfortable in which situation as well. Right? So it's totally normal. You're actually practicing very well. See what you like for yourself. See what your mind feels comfortable doing in that situation. And when it reached the point of peace, of tranquility, try just being there, being relaxed, being comfortable, being still. There's no need to bring the tool into that state of mind that you're in already. But if you like to, again, there's no specific sequence or specific method at each moment that is fixed. So see what you feel good doing and accumulate more of that peace. That's the heart of it. That's the main part of it. Accumulate peace, accumulate relaxation, accumulate that stillness, and that's going to improve your meditation for sure.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Monk Jackie. So this does wrap it up. It is 10:30. So thank you so much for your time, Monk Jackie. And if you'd like to go ahead and give us that last blessing. Thank you.
I would like to thank you all so much for coming and joining our full moon meditation. Feel free to come again and to accumulate even more peace for your mind and bring that peace to your friends, your family, your loved ones. Have them have calmness, have them have peace, have them have true happiness inside their mind as well. And it's going to bring a even more beautiful community and eventually bring this whole world true peace, true happiness as well. You all are very wonderful people. Thank you all so much for coming, and I'd like to wish for you all to always be happy, healthy, wealthy, wise, successful, fulfilled in all your wholesome wishes. Be loved, respected, and protected wherever you go. Be able to still your mind quickly and easily at all times and reach the utmost of happiness as soon as possible, and rejoice in all your merits.
Thank you so much, Monk Jackie. And I just got some good news. Monk Michael actually uploaded 4 audio tracks onto MindGem, so please do check that out. Again, if you don't have the app, be sure to download it so you can stay connected to our upcoming notifications. All right, everyone, meditate often and meditate well. See you next time.
Let's come together to open the new whatever to eliminate all conflicts and differences. It's time for everyone to join hand in hand. change the world from the era of darkness to the era of light. From the old era to this new era, the world will be like heaven on earth. No classes in society. Everyone will be evenly happy. We'll speak the same heavenly language. Become as one with smiles of love. We'll be kind, the world will change. The world will change. Let's come together to change the world. Let's come together to change the world. Let's come together to change the world. Let's change the world. We have to do it the easy way and relax each other with childlike innocence. Everyone must join hand in hand. Gently close your eyes and relax. Still your mind at the center of the body and look within. As the word will in from the house of social disarray. Let's come together to change the world.
Cambiemos el mundo juntos.
Let's come together to change the world. Let's come together to change the world.
هيا معا نغير العالم.
Let's come together to change the world.
يا خلي الشجر